everyone, I'm here with my top 5 tarot and oracle decks for the year of 2021. So these are decks that I have received in 2021. Now, I didn't buy a lot of decks this year, and I'm not planning to really buy a lot of decks this coming year either, but I do want to show you the ones I got that I'm really pleased with, that I've been working with, or I'm planning on working with, that really kind of floated my boat for 2021. So the first is the Winter Weight. Now, I had ordered this for December of 2020, but it didn't get here till January, which is fine because I got to use it this year. Now, I love this deck. So this is by Tarot Collectibles, and they basically do fun versions of the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. So as you can see here, instead of the devil, we have Krampus. Oh, and by the way, the cardstock is lovely. It is not matte, and as you know, I hate matte decks. I hate matte. But it's got like a nice semi-gloss, and it's like a good cardstock where it's like it feels thick and sturdy, but it also has flexibility and give, and I really love that. So whatever they're using here, I am enjoying. So we've got the devil here, and you can see it's Krampus, and they've got a little coal in their hand. Got the Empress. It's all very like Christmassy, very brightly colored. I'm just trying to get the lighting right here. There we go. That's better. Get all the bright colors in there. There's winter landscapes. All the swords are icicles. Very, very pretty. I love all the pinks and pastels too. It's very, very nice. The cups are all these sort of festive type of cups. We've got a lot of Santas here. This High Priestess is so beautiful. Oops. Cards are slippy, although I prefer them to be slippy. We have here Peppermints for the Pentacles. Got our son, our baby at least has a scarf and a hat on, and he's riding a reindeer. The Hermit's very Father Christmassy. We've got candy cane sticks for the wands. I think that's all of the suits. But it's just a really fun deck, and I've actually found it is an amazing read. I've loved working with this December, and I know I'm going to pull it out next December as well because it's just perfect for the holiday season. But like I said, it reads really well. It's always been like really, really straightforward. So I'm really glad I got this deck. The next one that I have in my top 5 is the Shamans Dream Oracle by Alberto Villoldo. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, and Colette Baron Reed. I have the Shamans Oracle that they did together. So I got this one because I was hoping it would be good as the last one. I don't think it's quite as good, but I still quite like working this. This is a deck that I use when I'm working with the god Uranus, because he is all about change and chaos and trickster type energy, and definitely one that seems to suit this particular deck. It is very nice with the ribbon, and I love the magnetic closure. So very, very pretty. Comes with your standard kind of hay house deck. Now this is matte, which is not my favorite. I just don't like the way they feel. I know they show up better on camera. I don't like the way they feel. They're harder to pick up. They don't kind of slide as nice. Just not a fan of matte cardstock. What can I say? It's also like, I found Hay House, their stock's gotten a bit thinner. But I really love this deck. Even though I think that the other one's slightly better, this one is still quite nice. And the artwork is by Jenna. I always forget her name. Where is her name? Should be in here. Jenna, I know it's Jenna something. I can't find it. Anyway, you know who I'm talking about. Yes. Anyway, enough time without that. Okay, so this, I'm not a big fan of like computer type generated sort of graphics, but this is done very, very well. Also, not a fan of the backs, I have to say. But the cards have been really, really accurate. So for all of my complaints, I just complained about a bunch of stuff there. These cards have been really accurate. They've given really great readings. And like I said, whenever basically my sort of process is that when this card seems out of place, but it is joyful music. So we do have a joyful cat here. Love this. Whenever the moon goes into Aquarius, I always pull a card out of this deck. And like I said, when I'm working with Uranus and Uranian type energy, and it's just giving me like really wonderful guidance. So I have to include this in my top 5 decks from 2021. Very, very interesting deck. It's a very unusual deck. The next one I have is probably my favorite for the year, just because I have been using it in my daily draws. And this was kind of a surprise. I bought this on a bit of a whim. It was end of December, beginning of January. And it's the Angel Wisdom Tarot by Radley Valentine. Now, I do like the work that he did with Doreen Virtue. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to give this deck a chance. There was something about this deck that just kind of called to me. Again, we've got Matt cardstock. What can I say? But it is a wonderful deck, and it's given great daily guidance. Every card is associated with an angel. You'll see the initials in the corner. And this would be a really great deck for people who are starting out with tarot, because it already has the sort of key phrases on the bottom. Now, the artwork is, you know, some I like better than others. It is pretty inclusive, which is good. But it's just given like great daily guidance. It's been very accurate. I love that it has different colors for the different suits, so it can make it really easy for people to read, to know, like if you're doing a bigger reading with this, you would know right away what suits were prevalent. It's just been a fun deck to work with. So every morning I've pulled a card from this deck. It's been very accurate, very spot on. And it has like a nice energy to it. Now, some of the names of some of the cards have been changed, you know, kind of that, you know, typical sort of Hay House style, but it's still been a good read. And it does, you know, draw on Rider-Waite-Smith type of imagery. You know, you've got our gardener and the Seven of Pentacles here. This is, which one is this one? Ego. Oh, it is the Devil. Sometimes I have to think about it when they've changed the name. But you can see here we have Archangel Michael blasting through the chains, very cheesy, but it's been a good read. I have the Rose Tarot by Nigel Jackson. Now this is one I've not worked a ton with. I worked with it a little bit. I got it in October, November, but I am planning to use it in January more. And this comes in a lovely, the lovely new Llewellyn style type boxes. I guess they're not so new now. My altar cloth is getting... There we go. I love the artwork on it. The book, I could take or leave. It's a bit wordy, a bit academic, but it is very nice. Like it's, you know, the glossy pages, full color. So very nice there. But the cards themselves, the artwork is just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Look at those delicious colors. So beautiful. His artwork is just amazing. And it is my first kind of Marseille style deck. I'm not a big fan of Marseille style decks, I have to admit, because of the pips. But the nice thing about these pips is they often contain an image within this little mandala here. So I like that. It isn't just, you know, 4 swords. We've got a bit of an image here. So really pretty, and I'm really looking forward to working with this. This is in January and getting to know this deck better. I read somewhat with it in the fall. Again, it is a straightforward reader. And I love the colors on this, and the artwork is just, it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Looking forward to working with this one. Now I'm going to be pairing it with another deck that I got. I probably got it in November. All my months kind of get all mixed up. But we have here the Winter Seer Animal Oracle. So again, Llewellyn style with the box. You know, we've got the magnetic closure. We've got the beautiful book with the glossy pages, full color. This guidebook, I've been working with this deck, and this guidebook is really, really good. You know, the writing in this is just wonderful. The meanings that they have are beautiful. I love an animal deck, and an animal deck of northern animals when I live in Canada is wonderful. So it is her beautiful artwork. You totally, I mean, her artwork always stands out. It's very much, you can tell right away when you have a Silo Thompson oracle in your hands. Bull, rabbit with fertility, salamander for fire. Like, they're beautiful, they're gorgeous, and the meanings of these cards when you read the guidebook is really, really wonderful, very well thought out. Really, really nice. I'm looking forward to working more with this deck this coming year. And it's just, this artwork is just, it's gorgeous. What can I say? So those are my top 5 decks that I got this year in 2021. Like I said, I didn't get a lot of decks this year, but these ones have proven to be like well worth the purchase. I guess I'm getting a little more picky as I collect things, but I do tend to go through phases where I will buy a bunch of decks and then not for a while and then buy a bunch more. So I think I'm just in a phase where I'm a little bit pickier. I love this hair. I love his little beard. He's so cute. So yes, those are my top 5 decks for 2021. I would love to hear what yours are. Do you have any of these? Are you planning on getting into any of these? Let me know your thoughts. I would love to hear them. And thank you again so much for watching.